So today's project is a little repair on the overhang of the barn here, the little walk-in porch area. I started doing the siding and I'm working on the trim here. Before I can actually put siding up, I have to put the trim around the top of the opening here, and I'm gonna trim out these posts. But as I was looking at the posts over the winter, I don't know if you can see that third post down there. It's got a wicked curve to it. And I don't think that's from weight. I think it's just the way it sort of dried out. It got twisted. So my thought was I could bend that back out and brace it. But as I was doing that, I realized that it's also bent in the other direction as well. I'll show you a little better. This is a straight edge here. And when you hold this up, you can see that's about a 3/4 inch gap in the middle of the post. And this one over here, there's no gap. And when you look at it this way, it's actually pretty crazy. It doesn't look so bad going this way. I mean, you can see a little bit of a bend, but when you put the board on it here, that's a good inch off at the top. So this thing really dried poorly. So I got to get rid of that and get a new one. All right, so I built up some cribbing here. I'm going to use this steel column to jack this up. Just take the weight off of the post. Just go really careful till you start to hear a creak. And you know that there's weight coming off of this. So yeah, the weight's off this post. This here is connected with some nails in the base. I got to cut those nails off. And then up here, there's a tongue. These nails go through this beam, and they're nailing into a tongue, which is on this. So I have to cut these out with a Sawzall from the inside. So I got to take this stuff off. The other thing I need to do right now is measure this so I know exactly how big the other one should be. Did this is the beam is actually made of just two by 12s, I think, like that, and then they cut a tongue. They notched out where the beams go, and they cut a tongue up there, but they're supported by nails, so I got to go in there with the Sawzall if I can reach. Blade. All right, just found an old rusty demo blade. Let's see if this reaches in there. don't have all the nails cut at the top. Now we got to cut the new post. You can really see how warped that post got. It's like S-shaped. And look in the other direction. This is also totally curved, just hooked. The other two are fine. They're still straight. So I hope that the new one I just got stays straight. So that's what we have right now. That is dead straight. So, all right, one more thing I have to do before I start is when they set this bracket, the builders, they got Tapcon screws going into the concrete, but when they were putting this one in, they didn't even get all the way in, and it looks like it snapped right off. So that is not correct at all. Boy. All right, so I'm going to use a 3.5 inch. So you have to drill about 1/4 inch longer than your screw. And then this goes right into that hole. You want to use a hammer drill when you do this. All right, that's not gonna go anywhere now. Ugh. Okay, post. I'm going to mark out the tongue first, and I'm gonna copy what was there, and then I'm gonna measure the height after I have this cut out in case I make a mistake on the tongue. So this was up top. There's a beam sitting on one side of this tongue and a beam on the other side. So that's just about right. Just there. Okay, so this is where I'm cutting. So that's coming off. I'm gonna do this in 2 passes. Now the length. Measuring on camera here. 103 3/4, so that's hooked there. 103 3/4. Let's level that and then put some nails in it. Perfect. Just right back in place where the other one was. Okay. The weight is off the post here. Should be on that. I'd say so. Okay, nails. All right, so there's the old post, and there's the new one. So these two posts didn't warp at all over the last year, so I'm pretty confident they're not going to warp anymore. But I am going to be wrapping these posts because they do look kind of ugly. They're checking and drying and little bits are coming off. So I am going to be wrapping these, and I'm thinking about wrapping them with 1x8 pieces of pressure treated mitered corners, so that these become, you know, 7 1/4 inches square instead of 5 1/2 or whatever they are. And then I'm gonna stain them to match the siding. So that's the plan. And now I got a little more trim work to do here, and then we're gonna start with the siding. on the barn.